Hey everybody, Jeremy Redmond here with Kyle.
How's it going?
Okay, this one is a very important video and with a very important feature about how to allow an automation to continue by allowing error. Okay, so in most cases, in 99% of all cases, we check the box for you, allow error by default. So if a step errors because a pop-up isn't there or whatever, it will continue with your automation. That step will error, but it doesn't really matter to the end-to-end automation itself. Kyle, can you demonstrate this?
Yeah. So in a new web recording, I'll go to AppSumo because I think they always show one.
Okay.
Let me try that.
In this case, it's going to be a pop-up.
Correct.
Okay.
It might take a few seconds for them to show it. I think they have a delay on it. There we go.
Okay, cool. So these happen a lot where you have a pop-up and you want to make sure that okay, so this isn't going to show, this pop-up or this thing isn't going to be inside of this automation all the time, but you need to get it out of the way, right? So how do you handle this, Kyle?
So we'll just record a click step and we can handle this however we want. You probably do not want to enter your email and things. So I recorded clicking no thanks, and then that's it.
We can Great. Now, here. By default, we have allowed error. What that means is, in this case, when that pop-up doesn't show up, this will error, correct? But it will skip it.
Correct. This is only 2 steps. So if you want, I can play the automation quickly so you can see what it shows you.
Sure.
So if we say we're done here, this automation is marked allow error. So if I click play steps, and then if we click into the automation to watch the logs as it runs, we can see over here, it doesn't show up. Oh, wait, it does. There we go.
But then it clicks it.
I didn't remember it. So that'll be fine. So it'll run
this. That's because we didn't do cookies, right?
It might have been that. It also might just be AppSumo not persisting it.
So great. So in this case where it doesn't, it's good either way. That's the point of allow error. So it's good if it doesn't show up. It's good if it does. Regardless, if it does show up, you've handled it. If it doesn't show up and it clicks a random thing, it errored, but it continues. So how, in the 1% of cases where we don't do it by default, how do you handle it, Kyle?
How do you handle making it?
So in the recording steps, as you're recording, how do you get to allow error?
You click the 3 dots and then you select allow error.
Okay. Now, is there any other thing that you need to describe about what allow error is or how it works or why it exists?
Nope. It's just one of those things for when you might need to do something, you might not. So I guess one other example is some people that are recording login steps for like Instagram, you might not need to perform that login every single time. So the login steps of typing your email, your password, and clicking login, all of those can be allow error. That way, if that doesn't need to run, everything is okay with the automation.
Awesome. And that is allow error. We have it on by default. If you don't want it on, you click the 3 dots on that step, and then you just uncheck that box. So that is allow error. In 99% of cases, it's handled for you. But again, you can go and mess with them in settings under the 3 dots in each step. Thanks. Let us know your thoughts.